What's up everybody, I'm Sativ, and this is the Rogue one-shot macro. Shout out to Lose Yourself, thanks for the idea buddy. This macro is best performed on a Re-Stealth or a Vanish when you already have Slice and Dice rolling. It can also be applied to openers if you premeditation, then wait 18 seconds for your premeditation's cooldown, slice the combo points, and open. Because this macro is an all-in that incorporates Shadow Blades, it's best used on a swap to a target who doesn't have a trinket. It takes advantage of Sanguinary Vein through Garrote, then cheap shots to keep the target in place. Because Shadow Blades was activated before both of these openers, you have 5 combo points. From there you can Eviscerate, Mark for Death, Eviscerate. From that point onward, I like to Shadow Dance, Ambush, Premeditation, Eviscerate. At this point, you have about 60 energy and plenty of time left on your Shadow Dance. You can cheap shot again, wait for Honor Amongst Thieves to generate another combo point, and Eviscerate at 4 points. Now because this is a cast sequence macro, you need to make sure you get your Garrote and cheap shot off before you drop stealth. I like to follow this macro up with a cheap shot into a 4-point Eviscerate. It really seals the deal. If you find yourself being knocked out of stealth and having this macro getting botched consistently, I suggest switching where Shadow Dance is activated. Moving Shadow Dance closer to the beginning of the macro, for example after the Garrote, will make it so if you get knocked out of stealth after you Garrote, it doesn't matter. You're in dance and you can cheap shot anyways. These are the basics of how the macro functions and the mechanics of how it works. This, alongside the commentary you're about to watch, should give you a pretty solid understanding of what's happening in situations like this one, where we've set up the perfect situation to get a cross CC on the DPS, followed by a burst on our kill target. It's pretty fantastic when things work out as planned. In this match, I told my monk to just stick on the shaman and keep him from healing. I'd worry about the Death Knight. I wanted to force his trinket so that I could get a big switch onto him using the macro. He degrounds here. I hit him with a blind, and he trinkets that. Perfect. My monk Ring of Pieces, and I just kind of piece. I'm trying to get a Re-Stealth myself. I catch a Re, and this is it. The stars align. The shaman links right away, and we just drill the Death Knight into the dirt. I realize we're not really getting anywhere, so I make my way over to the shaman. I vanish Garrote here while he's casting, because I know he's not on silence DR. And I half kidney him out. My monk was really struggling to stay alive through the DK's damage, but he manages to make his way over here and get some serious damage onto the shaman, which is just enough for us to secure a kill. In this next clip, me and the monk force a nice block onto the druid, which I use to re-stealth off of. The druid catches me reeing and typhoons me, but it's too late. The pressure is on. He has no trinket, no block. See you later, buddy. Here I open with a sap on the priest, and I just go crazy on the warrior. First game of the day, decided to pop all my coolies. Just as that sap was fading, I landed another sap on their priest. The warrior freaks out and pops all his defensives. I get shockwaved as I'm trying to blind here, which kind of throws me off, but it's all good. I expected this guy to trinket, but he just kind of sat there. Didn't really know what to do, you know? The warrior intervened, which messed up my sap, but I got a cheap shot anyway, which is fantastic. I cheap shot into a kidney, vanish and Garrote full. I'm just relying completely on my monk to put in enough pressure. I land a cheap shot to keep him from parrying and hope he can finish the job. Does he manage to do it? Ooh, what a boss. Alright, it's these guys again. I sap the DK and Garrote the shaman into a cheap shot. My monk connects, and I blind the DK. He trinkets, so I redirect a kidney onto him, which he degrounds. I'm going ham on the shaman right now. He is taking some serious swifty damage. I kill the link as fast as I can and get back on the shaman. The monk micro stuns his aura mastery and puts up Ring of Peace to lock out the DK. There is just so much damage going up between the two of us. These guys don't really know what to do. The monk manages to land a kick. I get double gripped away, but I vanish in ambush. See you later, buddy. Now this macro isn't always the go-to answer for bursting as a rogue, but the mechanics behind this macro is something that you should pay attention to. Catching a Re-Stealth, using Shadow Blades on a target who has no outs, as well as Shadow Dance, and just going absolutely crazy on that target will provide the best DPS. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'm Sativ, and I want you guys to stay sneaky.